Hello everybody. On today's episode, we're going to talk about my wife's obsession with Black Friday and what you should do during this holiday season on how to shop. Next on
Papa Swag's words of wisdom and encouragement.
Welcome to Papa Swag TV. My name is John Papa Swag Munzie, and on this channel we talk about life, the challenges of life, and how to overcome those challenges. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, hit that red button and subscribe to the channel. Now on to the video. Hello everyone. As I said earlier, we're going to talk about my wife's obsession with Black Friday. And to be honest with you, I'm also part of that obsession. So I bought on Thanksgiving Day a bunch of papers. As you can see, I got a bunch of things Black Friday, and it has things on there like up to 30% off, up to 80% off. The CVS one says BOGO, buy one, get one free. Entire store, 20% off, Value City. Macy's, Black Friday, incredible doorbusters. Want to just do a couple more here. Kohl's, Black Fridays, get $15 Kohl's cash. All kinds of ads hitting you over the head with Black Friday. And every Thanksgiving year, I buy a newspaper so that my wife can go through all these ads and see what the deals are and what's on sale and what's going on to buy things that we don't need. But over the years, Black Friday has changed from when my wife and I were married earlier on in our marriage till now. And one of the stories I remember, I'll never forget, when my wife and I were in Maryland, we were visiting Ohio, and there was a Black Friday that we were here in Ohio, and we went Black Friday shopping in Lima, Ohio, and we went to a Walmart. And one of the things my wife and I used to do when Black Friday was on Friday morning and not on Thanksgiving Day is we would get up early, we would strategize and try to go. She would go one way, and I would go the other way. And one time we were at a Walmart. I'll never forget this. And there was a Game Boy. I don't know how many of you out there remember what Game Boy was. It was a handheld gaming device that the kids were very excited about. It was back in I'm guessing about the late 90s or the early 2000s. And all the kids were clamoring for it, and it was extremely expensive. And they had them on sale, I think, for maybe half price at Walmart. And so I had to go clamor to try to get that while my wife went to buy her other kids gifts. And so I went and I had it, and I thought, uh-oh, they're all out. But for some coincidence or somehow, one of the attendees at the store saw I was looking for the Game Boy, and they pointed me in the right direction, and they gave me the Game Boy. And so that is one of our challenges that we've had with Black Friday shopping, is that there's always a stampede of people to buy things that we may or may not need. So let's talk about 3 strategies you should have during this holiday season for your holiday shopping. So we're going to go with number 1. Okay, everyone, so since we're talking about Black Friday and my wife's obsession, and so like I told you earlier, every year, Thanksgiving time, we've got to get that paper. The first thing I want you to do, what you really want to do, is to make sure that you're not spending too much money during the holiday season. Set a budget. Number 1 is set a budget. What we used to do with our kids, and we weren't the best at doing this, but we would put a numerical number on how much we were going to spend on each one of our kids, and we want to make sure it was even. So I want to give you a very low number, but it wasn't always this low. We would say we had 3 boys. We would say we're going to spend $20 on our oldest son James, $20 on our middle son Josh, and $20 on Ben. Now that's really low, depending on what your budget is, depending on how much money you have. You want to set your budgets. If you have kids, if it's just you and your spouse, you might just want to set a budget for that. If you have friends that you want to have an agreement with them, but set up a budget on how much you're going to spend for this holiday season. That's going to help you not overspend, and that's going to go to my second point. So the second point is don't overspend during the holidays. I know you want to get the best things for your kids, for your friends, for people that you really admire, your parents, whoever it might be. Don't overspend during the holiday season. There's no reason to. People don't need everything that's out there. People don't need the latest gaming console. People don't need the latest television set. You can wait till you have the actual money to spend. You don't need to go into debt just so you can have whatever the latest fad is, or whatever the latest big thing is, or to get that latest gadget. You don't have to overspend. So my second point is, don't overspend during this holiday shopping season just so you can impress your friends with all the things you're getting for them. I know you want to make them happy, but there's no reason to. So I'm going to encourage you here on Papa Swag TV, which were Papa Swag's words of wisdom and encouragement. I want to encourage you not to overspend. And the third thing, and we're going to talk about, we have friends of ours, and their last names are the Joneses. And what I want to tell you today is, number 3, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Number 3, you've heard this saying, keeping up with the Joneses. And I said earlier, we have friends, and their last names are Joneses, and they do a very good job of living a very frugal lifestyle. However, when you hear that phrase, keeping up with the Joneses, it's people with the top of the line car, the best TV, the biggest house. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. And when you're going out holiday shopping, you don't need to be buying things just for yourself. You really need to be setting that budget, not overspending, and making sure you're buying things that are practical, things that are within your budget, things that aren't trying to make you like prestigious. And most of all, like I said earlier, you don't need to go in debt. You don't need to be using your credit card. If you can pay cash for things, pay cash for them. So the third thing I want to say, as we're going through this Black Friday phenomenon that just seems to just hit America all the time, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You can stay under budget. You can get really great things for very reasonable prices, and you don't have to go into debt. So let me just recap real quickly the 3 things that you want to do during this holiday season so that you're not going into debt. 1, you want to set a budget. You want to make sure you have a certain number of figures for each person or people you're buying for, families you're buying for. 2, don't overspend. That means not going into debt. And number 3, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses is a myth, and it's going to bring you into a world of materialism that you don't need to fall into.
Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your holiday shopping strategies this season? I would love to hear what you have to say.
So that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is the first time you caught on to Papa Swag TV, I hope you enjoyed the video. I would encourage you to hit that red button and subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell to be notified each time we upload a video. We're uploading videos every Friday around 5:30 to 6 in the morning. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, I'm at Papa Swag TV on Twitter and Instagram. I also have a Facebook page called Papa Swag TV. And remember, be encouraged. You were created to do great things, and I'm here cheering you on. Till the next video, have a great day. And during this season, I hope you have a happy holidays.